Okay, I was reviewing that option thing that we were talking about late last night, and it turns out that that's pretty much garbage as far as the options are concerned, so why don't you ignore that. But I did find something else in looking at the board chart. Alright, so looking at this board chart, I've been kind of bummed out. You want action almost every day or every other day. I'm kind of bummed out that it's been like this since June 29th. Can't do anything. Smoke's red. Because basically, you just do it at the beginning part, and then you have to wait. You get your one hit, which is like 80%, and then you wait for the smoke to change colors. But snooze, boring. And I'm thinking, is there anything else I could do in the interim before the color changes? Look at these drops. Ford tends to be a bit bouncy, more so than the Spy. It's a little bit more exaggerated than the Spy. Things moving around, things bouncing around, bouncing. So, I'm like, how can I get inside this beyond the one-time shot and make some plays? And then I figured it out. I think I found something. Okay. So first, what we're about to do here is we're referring at the 15 minutes. We're referring to the 15 minutes. What color is the smoke? Okay. And then we're going to go to the 5 minutes and ignore the smoke color, but just look at the God code. Okay? But right now, in the 15 minute, before we go to the 5, we need to decide which way is it going. Right now, it's in the red smoke, so that means we're only going to be looking for plays that are going down. Here, when the smoke on the 15 minutes is green, we're only going to look for plays that bounce up. Alright, so we're going to look for plays that bounce down. We're going to go to the 5 minutes in a minute, but we know that right now we're only looking for plays that will bounce down, because we're in the middle of red smoke. Alright, so then we go to the 5 minute. Alright, we're on the 5 minutes chart. And since we know we're gonna ignore this because it's gonna change. The smoke's gonna change colors different than the 15 inside of the 5, but we're gonna ignore the smoke because we know that going back to the 15. We know that we are in a red downward action since January 29th to now. So that's all we need to know. From January 29th to now, we're in a downward action with red smoke. So back to the 5. So how do we play this? Well, this is an end of day situation. Okay? So, since this is an end of day situation, we're looking for the God code to be overbought, meaning at the top, near the top. You can see we draw a line here. It's on its way down and near the top because it's not top anymore. It's going top, then sort of top, and then we get in with a put. And the next day, boom. Okay? And so we're only looking for God code towards the end of the day that's near the top. Alright, well, let's look at what it did the next day. Okay. So we're in the red smoke from the 15 minute. Again, ignore any smoke on the 5. We know we're the red smoke since the 29th. And we look what happened here at the end of the day. Nope, this is not a play. We wanted it not to be at the bottom. We wanted it to be at the top. Because that means it's going to go down. So what we're doing is we're doing a momentum play. We know that the smoke is in a downward momentum play. So if you only take plays that are God code at the top about to go down, that's like a double pressure. Okay, so, alright, so once again, this was at the bottom beforehand. We only want plays that are near the top, like this, because the smoke's going down on the 15 minute, okay? Smoke is going down on the 15 minutes, so that sets our entire frame for the 15 minute of us looking for God codes that are near the top during the end of the day, alright? Let's look over here. Here's one. Here's a God code towards the end of the day near the top. And look what happened. Boom. And the market open. Big drop. Big. Okay? Now, I expect this, I didn't catch this till too late because it's like, 2 in the morning here. But the same thing. The God code is near the top. So tomorrow, I expect, more of this stuff. I expect this to go maybe down here, or maybe come down to here at some point, and then just try to struggle its way up. Now, how would this work in the reverse? Let's take a look. Okay, so 15-minute. Now we saw that the God code, we saw that the smoke in the 15-minute was positive from the 24th to basically the 28th in the 15 minutes. So that's our main frame. So now we're going to be going back to the 5. Let's see, 24 to 28. We'll go back to the 5-minute. We're going to go to the 24th. Okay. And here what we're going to do between the 24th and the 28th is the reverse. Okay, we're going to look for God codes that close down near the bottom. And that is not the case here. Okay, especially anyway, it's the first day. Now, let's see. The end of the day, yep. God code was kind of closing near the bottom, so we would buy a call. So next day, pop. Yep. Alright, and let's see. At the end of the 27th, no, it was only middle. We wanted it down here. It was only in the middle, so we wouldn't do anything, even though it popped. But, hey, we just got to play the odds. Alright, so I think that's what I'm going to be doing to satisfy my need for action between smoke color changes. Let's back test this further. Okay. Because you see Ford does this chaining loop thing, you know what I mean? And it's exaggerated more so over than Spy. It's copying Spy, but it's more exaggerated. Sometimes it doesn't do it, just kind of goes sideways, but it loops. It's like waves on the beach, and that's what this takes advantage of, especially during the longer terms of it not doing much. Now right here, I suspect we would probably, it might work. Let's try this. So we're in the 15-minute, we're looking at the frame between the 3rd and the 7th of June. Alright, so it's between the 3rd and the 7th of June. Let's see, 5 minutes. Okay. Let's go to the 3rd. Alright, we know it's going to be red, so let's see. Nope, in the middle here, towards close, we do nothing. And it was in the middle here, so we do nothing. It was in the middle here, we do nothing. Interesting. It automatically stops you from getting in when the stock's going sideways. But when it's having a nice climb or a nice drop, you can get in daily if the God code's correct and make a big hit in the morning from a sudden drop or a sudden climb. So that's something additionally I think I'm going to be doing beyond just playing the smoke color change. So, I mean, like right here, let's look at it between the 9th and the 13th. Alright, so we know the main frame's going to be down, so we only want God codes going from the very top at the end of the day. So the 9th to the 13th, so we'll look at the 5 minutes. Let's go to June 9th. Nope, on that we wanted it more up here, but this was at noon. We wanted this basically over here. Okay, here's one. God code is coming up at the top, and we could see we have time before the end of the day. We see it's on its way down. So here's a good one we could have taken. So that would have netted us, you know, a good 60, 70, 80% on the option just overnight. And that's about it. Nothing happened here. So whenever I do see that set up with God code at the top or God code at the bottom, when it's in the middle of a certain smoke color based from the 15 minutes, I will go to the 5 and look and see how it closes. Right before it closes, if I could jump in. Alright, that's my idea video for you, and I'll talk to you later.